Hello, brave new world! You and I live in the 21st century, which means that we already know more than the 19th century man. Every day we use gifts from the gods, as the ancients would say. Objects from fantasy books, as contemporaries of Arthur Conan Doyle would say. Just think, mankind for more than 3000 years have slowly developed, discovered iron, created objects of labor and generally existed quietly. And then bang! Industrialization. Ladygin and Edison created incandescent light bulbs. Popov and Marconi invented the radio. Einstein proved his theory of relativity. X-rays and atomic interactions. Amazingly, and most interestingly, we don't stay still. For example, what do you know about mice? These laser scientists have been helping real scientists in various fields of biology, neuroscience, transplantology, and so on for decades. For example, on the 23rd of July 2013, scientists from MIT published a study on the introduction of false memories. They have claimed that most false memory impulses correspond to real memories. This is simply unrealistic. Yes, there are tons of use for the technology, like transferring combat experience to soldier, to recruits, to full immersion games. It's like in the Matrix. It's suggestive, isn't it? And all thanks to small neurons. But there is something smaller than that, isn't there? Quanta. Of course we knew what is it. Quanta is a small particles and it's cool. But I have a little bit more interesting. Quantum teleportation. Wow. So we already one step away from jumping on teleporters like in Half-Life. Whoa. No. Quantum teleportation doesn't refer to transfer of objects or energies, it refers to states. Sounds like transferring data over Wi-Fi. Yes, in fact it is. Quantum teleportation is what will help us to create superpowered chips and computers. Quantum states, or qubits, appear by means of quantum entanglement. Suppose we have two shoes. You take one shoe with your eyes closed, put it in a packy bag and give it to me. When I open the bag, I realize that if I have the left shoe, you have the right shoe. It makes sense that there was already a left shoe in the bag beforehand, which I just received. So it was predetermined that the left shoe was in the bag. With quanta, on the other hand, we never know which one is in the bag now, because they are in a state of superposition. It is if our shoe, qubit, is left and right infinitely many times, and we would only know which one is really is by opening and looking at it. Yes, the endless jumps from one state to another, just like the Lucifer Avenger or like the Higgs boson. The God particle is the most elusive particle in the world. Its existence was supposed in 1964. However, scientists could cut it in 2012. More precisely, a new particle was discovered as close as possible to the values of boson. You might wonder, okay, it's kinda cool and interesting, but what? And it's really simple. Throw your physics textbooks out the window. We are writing a new physics. Just kidding, of course. As it follows from the scientific articles and blogs, I look it up. Thanks to this particle, it will be possible to either disprove the existing concepts in quantum physics, that is to create new physics, or to confirm the old physics so familiar to us. Just imagine, mankind has been invited, learned and proved so many different and interesting things over a century, and half of that create a storm of emotion in my head. Today, I have told you only about 3 topics, but there's hundreds, thousands of other no less interesting. And most importantly, it is we who can be involved to their discovery. Thanks for watching, and remember, the answer to all the question is 42. Bye. See you later.